Can you share a little bit about your experience having Nui in Miss Davitt's classroom?
Yes. So um, let's take it back a year. Let's take it back to last year before you were his teachers. Um, Man, that was just so trying for us. Yeah, honey? It seemed like we were doing all the teaching. And we spent hours every single day with Nui's homework after school. Literally, he'd get done at like after 9 at night sometimes, and then he still had to shower and sleep. Um, it was really stressful. I felt like I was his teacher, and I felt like we were just homeschooling him, and we couldn't help but think, what was he doing in school? Well, I feel like this is the first year that Nui's been to school where we've had somebody actually care. I mean, genuinely care about his learning. Prior to him being in your class, I felt like, oh my God, what's the matter with Nui? Is he taking after me? No, I thought Nui was on his way to, ADHD and medication or something like that. That's how bad we thought it was. And since he's had you, not only do we feel like you guys genuinely wanted to, have him learn, but then there's two of you, not just one. So we've felt super lucky. I don't think, and we've said this before, you guys are like the best teachers Nui's probably ever going to have. So we're thankful. We're super thankful. And yeah, that's my story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, can you share your experience having your son in Miss Davitt's classroom?
Yeah, I think Nui is a difficult as far as a behavior child. And he's someone who has struggled ever since he started school. And I think that being in the classroom with Miss Doblik has been the best year he's had, because he's been able to, I think, blossom a little in his own. I've never had any experiences with teachers who have taken an interest in and really wanting to personally or seeming to personally help Nui advance, to help Nui become confident, to help Nui be a better person. I've never had anyone motivate him. I mean, we try, but I think that teachers see different things at the school, that he's a little bit different person than he is at home, and so I think she's seen things that we didn't see, and has motivated him and encouraged him to develop them and try to find resources where he could research them, and he's actually taken advantage of it. And I think that's been wonderful, because I've seen now that it's been opened up. He likes to beatbox because Miss Dalblick mentioned it. Wow, you're really good at that, and encouraged him to go do something about it and try harder to find out what else he could do with it. I think that her encouragement has made him a happier student this year, a have your child at home too. We struggled so much the last few years with him, because there wasn't teachers who were patient enough, because like I said, he is difficult, who just wanted to move him through the classroom and get by. But I feel like Ms. Dalblick takes the time and energy to help her students, and I'm assuming it's not just Nui, but to help them motivate and advance and get through what they need to. And she's very observant about what the child's needs are. I really appreciate that she's involves the parents. I've never had a teacher try to involve the parents in the education process, and most of the time it's like separation of, they go to school, they do their thing, they come home, and it's been more on a personal level, because she wanted to really help Nui so much that she asked us to go to seminars with her and try to help Nui together so we could all be working as a team. And I actually learned a lot of things just going to the seminar that I never really thought of, and we all sat down afterwards and discussed how this applies to my son and even other students in the class. And I think it's been a real eye-opener to have that connection, and I really appreciate everything that she's done for him.
Aloha, Miss Doblik. I am sorry to ask, but you were such an inspiration to Leilani, and she is having such a difficult year with Miss Nikau. She has completely lost her self-confidence and feels she is failing at everything. Can you recommend a tutor or give any advice? It seems I just frustrate her further, and you really seem to understand her mind. Again, I know you have tons on your plate, but she is so stressed out, crying every night as we do homework. I'm concerned she is going to go through school afraid to make a mistake rather than enjoying learning. I sent a note to the principal asking to meet, but I never heard back. She is so frustrated and embarrassed, and her grades are declining rapidly. It's awful to watch. Let me know if you have any recommendations. I feel terrible, as I knew she was having a hard time from the start, but I'm a believer that you need to learn to adapt. So much for that. Thank you for your time. Stacy Jensen. Dear Miss Jensen, I am so sorry to hear about Leilani's experiences this year. She seemed to be on such a great path at the end of last year. It sounds as if she needs to work on her confidence. I know that the transition from 3rd grade to 4th grade can be challenging for some in this regard, but I am more than happy to help in any way that I can. Unfortunately, I do not know of any tutors to recommend. I can, however, offer for Leilani to come into my classroom right after school for 15 or so minutes after she checks in at A+. During this time, we could go through her homework and I could support her in gaining back her confidence. I know how brilliant she is, and it breaks my heart to hear that she no longer believes in her abilities. Please let me know if you or she would be interested in this option. If not, I would be happy to think through alternatives. Best, Miss Doblik. Miss Doblik, wow, that truly goes above and beyond, which you always have done for Leilani. Thank you. We would love to do that if it really isn't too much trouble. You just brought me to tears by offering. She is such a wonderful little girl, but so beaten down right now. I will be forever grateful and willing to pay you for your time as well. Let me know when we could start, and truly from the bottom of my heart, mahalo.